So today, got a letter zip tied to Kobe's memorial. Um, Went to see him, and here we are. So I'm gonna read it to you, and I'm gonna make sure you see it and read for yourself. I believe it's my mom's handwriting, but she wouldn't have zip tied it, so I'm sure my dad went out there and did that too. Um, just wild. Brandon, you have 3 days to remove your wreath, picture, and stand and any other items of yours. If not, it will all be removed. In the future, do not place one item on our plots. We are done with you spewing your sick and vile statements on our property. You did not pay or offer to pay 1 cent toward Kobe's burial cost, as you did not offer to pay 1 cent in the last 3.5 years for any of Kobe's care. You were not fighting for Kobe. You fought Kobe with your fists, belt, and sticks. Your constant abuse caused him to have PTSD. You're not Kobe's voice. Kobe is Kobe's voice. 2 days before this horrible thing occurred, he texted his grandpa asking if he still had the pictures where his dad abused him. Yes, we did. The detective took a picture of that texted message from Kobe. We also know of the student that got help from their family to help Kobe at the private school. That's why you removed him. We know you refer to your two young innocent children as F trophies. Yes, you're a big family man. Is that with fam number one, fam number two, or fam number three? It is a shame you did not think of your abuse lie back when Kobe was 6 and you went after sole custody. But you hadn't made up that lie yet, darn it. You are a malignant narcissist. You are delusional and dangerous. You are to leave the gravesite when we approach. All right. So I remember that last video I made where they wanted me arrested or trespassed from there. Apparently, they can't give me a criminal trespass from the cemetery, which I told you that. My sick and vile statements, not untrue. Nothing I've said has been nothing but factual. The wreath and picture, that's not even for me. That was just one of his old family members that made that and dropped it off at the viewing that night. Let's see. We are done with. And then I'm just gonna go through and address some of this. I did not pay or offer to pay 1 cent toward Kobe's burial costs. I wasn't even notified by his mom, my parents, nobody that he had shot himself, that he was in the hospital, or that he died. Nobody ever reached out to talk to me about it, to do anything. Offer to pay 1 cent in the last 3.5 years for any Kobe's care. Well, same reason I didn't reach out, tampering with the witness. Kobe's entire life, I never gave his mom cash. There was no child support, but if there was, my son was taken care of. If he had a doctor's appointment, I was there. I paid for it. If he needed formula, I paid for it. If he needed special food, I paid for it. I didn't need a judge to tell me, take care of my son. But the thing's going to be, it's the video I'm going to post this weekend. I've already started it. It's not done yet, but no cash ever exchanged hands while we were on speaking terms and Kobe was alive, or that when he was in my care. If he needed something, I got it. So while I've got criminal charges pending, how do I reach out and say, hey, do you want some money? I'd have been tampering with a witness, bribery, everything else, anything just to hurt me. I couldn't reach out. Not that I didn't want to. I had a freezer full of food that went bad that we just made like a $200 order. I think it had been years before I even emptied that freezer out. You'll see like where I got a shipment of formula in because of a new protective order that never was served or granted. They didn't want to even reach out to me to get his formula. Like, it's his, get it. But I can't reach out to you because it's tampering with a witness. My fist, belt, and sticks. That's new. There's nothing even I can say about that because it's wouldn't happen. I pretty much stopped even spanking them because it didn't work. There's no point in it. I'm not Kobe's voice. Yeah. So they gave him pictures of the bruises he had for 3 days while he was in his mom's care, but didn't have a mark on him when I dropped him off. We know the student that got help from their family to help Kobe at the private school. That's why I removed him. No. So I'll bring those messages too. So Kobe was taken out of the private school when COVID shut everything down. The private school, as good as he did there, they didn't have a curriculum in place. They said, "Hey, just get on a couple of websites and do whatever." Well, he needed structure. Hell, I needed structure. I'm not a teacher. I mean, I can teach you stuff, but not on a real curriculum. Livingston ISD had a curriculum to do at home, and so that he wouldn't fall behind. Didn't want that. I had talked to his mom about that. I'll have to see if it was phone calls or text messages, but like, couldn't have done it without his mom's approval. I have no idea what she's talking about. Of the student that got help from their family to help Kobe, I have no idea what that is. My two young innocent children as F trophies. So this is how far they're going. Yeah, on a dating profile, just to show that I have some kind of sense of humor. There's a video out there. I'll try to attach it to it because it was just funny. They are my pride and joy, just like Kobe was. But on a dating profile, he just got 2 sentences, whatever, to say something. It's like, yeah, I do have a personality. I may be like professional and serious, but but they found a dating profile. And that's what they're talking about.
I just got over here to pick up my fuck trophy from school, and I feel sorry.
What did you just call your kid? That's the most genius thing I've ever heard.
My abuse lied back when Kobe was 6 and I went after sole custody. Yeah, I have no idea what abuse lie. I hadn't made that lie up yet. I guess I did. That was part of it. That was that ugly letter that I read on probably my second video. They didn't have any business trying to raise them. I mean, my abuse and my brother's abuse and my sister's non-existence in her dad's life, they had no business raising my son. And there's gonna be other lies that come out. Like, I got all the medical records from Memorial Hermann. The rest of the records from UTMB, they only sent me half of them to begin with. But you'll see that on the next video. It should be between Friday and Saturday. It'll be out there. I'm a malignant narcissist. I should have looked that up before I started this video, but I'm delusional and dangerous. I am to leave the gravesite when we approach. So, no. But this is the evil that I'm continuing to talk about. My sick and vile statements of true statements. Kobe doesn't have a headstone yet. I've already confirmed that with the funeral home. that they didn't order one. I already priced them and I've been saving. They're not cheap. But then I don't know that I could even order one and have one placed there. But how dare I put a toy car? How dare I put anything on his gravesite, because they will be removed in the future. I'm not to place one item on our plots. Not, man. And they left this letter. I'm going to hold it up. Like I said, I got a good picture of it. They left this letter zip tied in a waterproof cover. They didn't call me, didn't email me, didn't text me. Literally a handwritten note to tell me to not pay tribute, not do anything for my son. How evil is that? You can't make it up.